Hey everybody, this is CCat or Crystal Cat 73, depending on what I go on my socials. And today I'm going to be doing like a velvet coloring page or poster, whatever you want to call it. And basically what it is, it's like really popular, I believe, in the 80s. And basically the outside line here is kind of fuzzy and the inside is like kind of like white. And you kind of color it whatever you want. And usually they come in like kits with markers. I don't know how good these markers are going to be, but I guess we'll find out, But one of the things I'm going to be probably doing is, like, I don't know if you can see it up there. It's like the cat's page, if I can find it. That's what I'm going to do. But, so it's like, I do have other markers over here, just in case I want to use one of those. And I did get some, like, they were left down in the community room, because sometimes people leave stuff for free. Like the Faber-Castell, like, markers, and we'll see how well those work. Like I said, I don't know really what I'm going to do. I haven't got it all planned out yet, 'cause I haven't really seen these. But we're going to open it, and we're going to see what's inside. I can get them out here. Throw that over there. No, just because I don't really need that. And I see that it's all sealed. Like, I don't understand why they sealed this in plastic like this, but okay. I guess that's whatever. Maybe to protect it and keep it from getting everywhere. Oh, they have, and of course, like, I don't know if you can see it on here. This is like the page that I want to do, but it's been stuck to because of the tape. It's been stuck. Oh, that's a little bit annoying because it's like they stuck the tape on here, and the tape is like, I don't know if you can see this, basically kind of stuck to the coloring page. So if you rip it, it's gonna rip. So I don't know why they did that. They could have found a different way to do that. That's a little bit annoying to me. But like I said, I did get it at Five Below. So, and it does kind of have a little bit of a smell to it. At least I can smell it because I'm smell sensitive. But maybe I'll do some of these later down the road. Like maybe that one would be for Christmas or whatever. It looks like it's like for, whatever they call it, like, for like, I guess you would want to say, like, Harvest Day or whatever. You see, even this, look, it's like this is attached to here. And it is ripping because it's like the tape is attached to this. So I don't understand why they did that. I would have not done that. I would have found like much more like, I think this is supposed to be a sticker, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Yeah, it is supposed to be a sticker. But it's pretty much ruined because of like the ad.
This year, there are 4 exciting new iPhones to choose from, including a brand new edition joining the lineup.
Sorry about that. I guess I didn't even mute it. But that's really annoying to me because it's like basically this is kind of ruined because of this tape that they used. So I understand like why they did that, but whatever, I guess. It's just that I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have used like you don't need to tape everything, especially if it's paper. You have to be really careful with it. And like I said, it didn't rip it too much, but it's like, so like everything basically here is like taped. So then we'll take this. This is taped in there too, so we'll take that and throw it off to the side. Daisy can play with it or whatever. This is like kind of like a little book of like little pieces. And this looks like kind of like all year round. Again, but though it's like it's more tape. Like I said, and maybe I'll do these later down the road. Like I said, I definitely probably will be doing like this one sometime down the road. Just to do it, because I've got so many coloring books and like so many projects, that it's like I want to do. So, but one of the other things, if we do have time, I might do like this etch art, but I don't know if we're gonna have time, depending on how many ads they play. So we'll take these and just throw in here. I have like kind of like test paper to see if I want it, what colors I want to use. So let's see what color this comes out as. Okay, and what color I want to do the cats, you know, just depends. Let's see what color they have in the. Let's see if they have any other orange. And this orange, like I think, is much more vibrant than that orange. If that makes any sense, I don't know if you can see that. But like I said, it's like I don't really expect much when you get kits. If that makes any sense. Like say if you buy a kit, it comes with like a bunch of like, I don't know how to explain it, like, you know, paints, like it comes with like pastels, and it comes with watercolor, and it comes with like, you know, like, you know, what do you call it, like, kind of like, you know, all the different media together. Usually you are not going to get that great of a quality. So, let's see. Now it does draw on there nice. So then I might add some shadowing. I don't know. And then, like I said, I don't know how good of a, like, this Faber Castle like markers will be, just because, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but just because it's like they're good at making like colored pencils does not mean that they are going to be good at like making, you know, I think I like this much better, like making like markers, if that makes any sense. I think I like this marker here much better than the Faber-Castell. I don't really know if I'm gonna do them all, the pumpkins, in like, you know, the same color or not. I haven't, like I said, I'm just winging it. And I think you have to be really careful about like getting into the spots too, like outside, like you don't want to go outside the lines. If you see me get up, it's because it's like the music that I'm playing, it's kind of like a royalty-free music, and sometimes they do play ads. So I'm just trying to, like, you know, not have ads playing. I think there has been a few that's gone over since I've been here, but... And I have noticed that the little bit of the, what do you call it, the velvet is starting to kind of, you know, we call it like... Sorry about that. That was like a long ad. I didn't think I was ever going to get over. And I was trying to continue to color, but it's like... And like I said, one thing I've kind of noticed is like when you do get around the velvet parts, the velvet does kind of like come off, if that's making any sense. And I don't know if that's because I'm not using the right markers. I'm pretty sure it's not. You know what I mean? I think it's just like, you know... Let's see, maybe I'll use a different orange for this one. Maybe I'll use... With color in, like, let's see what color is this. Kind of like brown. I that the Faber-Castell is kind of like drying out, so maybe that's why it was in the community room. But I would be like curious to see, like, you know, if it's just kind of like there is like a, how to explain it, like, do they have brown in here? Did they give us brown? They probably didn't even give us brown. I don't believe I even have any brown in here, so I guess I'm just using dark brown for all of it. Maybe this will... Yeah, this one's kind of drying out a little bit, so... Let's see if I can find another brown in here. Maybe this brown will work. Let's see. No, that's kind of purple. Only, like, my biggest issue with, like, the... At least the Faber-Castell ones is, like... they never ever really, like, you know, name the colors. It's always pretty much numbers or whatever. Unless you look on their, like, chart or whatever. If you go online or you go into a separate place and look at their chart or whatever. That's, like, what I've noticed. You know, and it's like, sometimes it's fun to have colors, but sometimes it's not, you know. You know? Sometimes I think you could just make up your own colors. See, this is purple. That's purple. Like, so this looks like, so this one looks kind of like a purple. So it's like, now, but it looks like, but the thingy, like, looks, well, maybe the tip looks like, kind of like a, let's see. That's not orange enough for me. So, like I said, I haven't really figured out if I want to, like, go with, like, a, let's see. I think this one, I think I'll do, like, in this color orange. This is, like, I'm trying to do, like, you know, like, kind of like a variety. And maybe I'll do pumpkin and green. I'm not sure. But this, even with this, it's like I've noticed that it doesn't really make much difference on, like, the orange, because it's, like, the brand, because it seems like that they're all kind of coming off, if that makes sense. And maybe I'll do that stem in green. I haven't really decided what color I want to do the cats yet. And this is for Harvest / Halloween, so yeah, I call it, like I said, I don't really call Thanksgiving, I call it Harvest Day. So it's just like,
The scar on Vance DeRava's right knee only tells part of the tale.
sorry about that, another ad. And maybe I should just join the membership so I don't have to worry about getting up and playing the ad so much, because this would go so much faster if I didn't have to stop for ads. Like I said, it's like the paper, like I said, it seems like okay, you know, it is bleeding through a little bit. Maybe I'll have to get like a, let's see, something on here to, but yeah, it definitely is bleeding through, so we'll just do this for right now. You'd think it wouldn't with like velvet paper, but like I said, I've never actually done velvet art. So it's like I can't really say that I've had much experience with it, just because it's like, you know, I don't really think my mom really had money for these kind of things. I think they've always been kind of spendy. And, you know, like, at the time of this video, it's like there is going to be Halloween coming up, you know, pretty soon. And I've decided maybe I'm going to be a zombie cat lady, but I haven't really decided yet. So, we'll see. And let's see, do we have green in here? There we have, like, yes, we'll do this green. We'll do this green with like a little bit of like there. I went over a little bit, but you know, and the thing is, like, I was a kid, I kind of remember pumpkin decorating a little bit, but I don't, if that makes any sense. Because it's like, again, it's like my mom wasn't really, I wouldn't say she was really into the holidays and doing that kind of stuff. But she really wasn't, you know. It's like, I mean, we did Christmas and we did Thanksgiving, and it's like the main holidays that she went all out for were the holidays that kind of like, how to explain it? Like, kind of like the holidays that were like, more like celebratory, like for food and stuff. That's what she basically kind of would do. Maybe how I can draw with this. I don't know if I'm gonna get very far with this one, but we'll try and see how far we can get with it. Like I said, it's like, I think that's probably why they were down in the community room. It's because they were probably getting ready to dry out and stuff. But and I really don't understand. Like, the thing is, it's like, I'm not a fan of the two-sided like markers, just because it's like, I feel like when they do the two-sided markers, I feel like they do dry out a little bit faster than regular markers, and that's just my theory. That could be wrong, but it's like, that's what I've kind of noticed. You know, and if you have one side that's dried out and another side that's not dried out, it's just kind of like, okay, well, I've got this other side that I can't use, but I've got this one side that works, and it's just kind of like, okay, it's like half of this is useless. I would rather just have like a whole like stick of like whatever the one color versus the one. I'm not complaining too much because they were free, so. And it's like they don't seem to really have too much of a bad of a smell.
Every idea you wished was yours. All began as nothing. Just a flicker on a screen, asking a simple question. What do you see?
Oh, well, I didn't mute the ad, but yeah. There wasn't some really weird long ad, and it's like, I finally just put skip on it. See. This orange seems to be a little bit better. Like I said, I'm just trying to fill in, like, 'cause that one didn't, like, was kind of starting to dry out. And maybe I'll go over with a little bit of a brown in that one. Pumpkins come in so many different colors now, you know. It's like when I was a kid, I just remember them just basically being like red, or not red, orange, and like. But I didn't like. So it's like I remember maybe one time like really doing pumpkin carving or whatever, and that's like my mom didn't like, because my mom's like a very OC kind of, I don't know how to explain it, like doesn't like mess kind of person. So it's like I didn't really get the opportunity to do a lot of that stuff. You know, where it's like you'd get to like do coloring and all that stuff. see, this will go good here. So, what nose should I give this one? Just get this little pink nose. I don't know if I'm really gonna do this one, just because it's just kind of, how to explain it. I think that's just kind of like what it is. Maybe I'll get it like a little bit of bits of brown in there. Let's see. Let's find that one brown. There it is. Kind of like maybe the ear. Little tail a little bit. That one's pretty much done. That's marker's done. So let's see. So like this, but the color that came with the the thingy though, it's like they did not really give us like much variety of like colors, if that makes any sense. It's like it's just kind of like instead if I really wanted to do like color of the cat, it's like I wouldn't be able to do it just because it's like it's all just blues and like maybe an orange, you know, and that's it. Like so I might, and the thing is I might come back to this just because like I don't know how to explain, just because it's like there's just kind of like maybe get like better marker set. So you know, what color should I do this one? So I'm gonna try to maybe do them all on like a brown. See, it's just a weird purple one that looks like, yeah. See, maybe like orange. No, I want to do orange. I already got orange. So. Yellow? Maybe like yellow with brown. Let's see. No, that's too yellow. Do they have yellow in the Faber-Castell? Let's see. Oh, we got gray. Okay, we can do gray. Well, hopefully the gray is like... Yeah, that looks good. So it might like off-put with a little bit of the like black background, but... And maybe this one I'll do in like brown and black spots. See what we doing on time here. Okay, not doing too bad on time. But maybe, like I said, usually I would recommend if you get one of these kits, just to make sure that when you buy the kit, it's like you just kind of you know, maybe buy like a separate pair of markers to go with it. Just because I don't think the markers like are gonna do like at least the ones that like are gonna do very well. They're gonna maybe dry up really quickly. And I'm really afraid to go around the edges of where the velvet is, just because it's like I'm really afraid that's gonna. I don't know how to explain. That's gonna like bleed over, you know. Okay. And maybe do like a little pinky black nose with this one. Let's see.
You're listening to Worthy of You. Just when you think you've seen it all, a fresh perspective catches your eye, and you face the world with a wider view. And the best part is, this out.
Another ad. Next, should maybe do this nose in like a. Keep thinking like I keep thinking this looks like brown, but when you color it, it comes off as looking like purple. At least to me. I don't think I'm colorblind, so. This is a weird brown. Okay, that will work. So let's see, what should we do with this one? I think we'll do this one because they'll say they're all related. Like kind of. This. Kind of gray and maybe brown together. And then we'll do the leaves, and I think that will probably be called like I would call it like a win at least, you know, just for me to get this complete. And maybe I'll do some etch art depending on how long this video goes, but have any browns in here for the pin. Is this like a brown? Look at this. Kind of color brown. Now this piece, I don't. Oh, okay. I see. I understand. Okay. Okay. This piece in here, just kind of like. Do that within there. We'll do like the little green. That way it'll be inside the pumpkin. There, and then like maybe a little bit more of a this color. That way it looks like it's on the inside of the pumpkin. So what color are they gonna do now? Okay. There. Right there. Okay, well that looks good to me. Or at least as good as it's gonna get. You know, because I didn't really want to do too many details. So, let's see what color. Maybe red, like not too much red. Let's see. I'll just do red for the flowers. The leaves, I don't really care. Like, so the biggest thing that annoyed me about this, about this kit, is that they put tape, like I said, again, on, like, the, you know, the thing, and it's, like, it kind of ruins, like, the you know, the paper, and it kind of tore the paper a little bit. So, you're like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do now? Because it's, like, this is, like, tore. And then there's kind of like, at least in this one, there's just like a little skinny line to get in there. But like I said, I did smudge that piece right there. But this is what I'm probably going to end it with, is that. I don't know if you can see that. It looks good to me. It doesn't look great, but it looks decent enough. So, and it looks like it comes up much better on like stream. So I think I'm gonna call it a day just because it's gone into 30 minutes, and I might fill up like see this like see there.
Rover knows it takes a village, so we connect you with dog sitters and cat sitters.
But I should also say I'm gonna be having a lot of projects coming up, and it's like the main reason I've been like kind of extending like the, you know, the kind of the every other week to do this, just because I don't want to overextend myself with projects and stuff. I mean, I try to do one every week, but I try to post it every other week. You know, like I said, there is a lot of other life stuff going on in my life right now. But maybe on like my live, I'll do like a etch art, because I'm gonna be doing a live pretty soon. But we'll see. Like, if you don't know what etch art is, basically it's kind of like, how to explain it? Like, I don't know if this like, so somebody else gave me this book, but basically what you can see is like the color kind of like peels off there. And this was popular back in the day too, so I've kind of already got an image picked out for that. And one of the other things I'm gonna be doing is like, this is like an artist that's on Twitch. Her name is Debbie Cat. And this is like the picture that I'm going to be coloring of hers, because I want it in like her Twitch. And I'll be talking more about her on that when I post that video, but it's like, this is probably what I'm going to be doing like on a live or whatever, as well as talking about a few other things. But I mean, this is about the best that I can expect it to turn out. I might put like in my gifts, like my gifts, Amazon, like some good markers, because these markers were okay, but they were not great. And they did kind of like bleed through the paper a little bit, but you know, so I've got, like I said, I've got a few other projects lined up. So, you know, I'm gonna try to do those too. And maybe I'll do some of these and send them out as gifts. It's like at the time of this video that's gonna be aired, it's like hopefully it should be aired by, like it should be done by that time. Is that it's like I did a Lego cat, and I'm gonna be having to name the Lego cat contest. And basically, if it's like it hasn't aired by this time, it's like, you know, I will be like naming the Lego cat, and like the top 3 pick names that I like, it's like I will have a contest where everybody will vote for it. And the top winner, it's like they have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and it's like, you know, follow me on YouTube. And it's like they have to live in the lower 48, which means like, you know, not Hawaii and not like, you know, any other place besides or Alaska, just because of shipping. I will make them like a custom keychain. That's basically kind of like, see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find the custom keychains around here. Well, I don't have one right now, so basically like one of the little custom keychains. It's kind of like this kind of. That starts off with a plastic lid, and this is what it'll look like, kind of except in the keychain form. And I will send it to the winner. But like I said, you have to follow me on YouTube, and you have to like, you know, subscribe to YouTube. And then it's like, you know, understand that it's like I will be sending it to you if you win. And everybody has to vote for you to win. And I think it's going to do 1 vote per person, but I don't know. It's like I'll have the details later down the road. But you guys rock glitter socks, and thanks for watching. And it's like, this is the final piece right there. So, thanks for watching. If I can get you to stop real quick. There we go.